Dusty is always trying to either find a new gearbox or become a firefighter to save Prop Wash Junction. Every scene is relevant to the main plot as Dusty learns something new in each firefighting scene. Maru fixing Dusty's gearbox without Dusty knowing about it completely bails out Dusty from all of the situations he gets himself into. Once upon a time, there was a racer named Dusty. Every day he tried to compete, but his gearbox couldn't handle it. One day, Prop Wash Junction's fire truck Mayday is forced to retire, and Prop Wash Junction loses its airport certification. Because of that, Dusty learns to be a firefighter to save the town. Because of that, well, the issue with Dusty's gearbox is fixed entirely outside Dusty's control. In addition to all of the characters from the first film that simply disappeared, this film has Blade, Dipper, Maru, Windlifter, Cabby, the Smoke Jumpers, Harvey and Winnie, Cad Spinner, the Secretary of the Interior, and Jammer. Most of these characters have no character arcs. Dusty is comfortable with living his life in Prop Wash Junction, and then the airport is shut down. Dusty gets his gearbox fixed and gets to return to both firefighting and racing. This movie actually did a lot of research regarding wildfires and how they are contained. It doesn't make sense that Maru can replace Dusty's gearbox, but Dottie can't, especially since Dottie has been Dusty's mechanic for years and has much more experience working with Dusty. The massive genre shift makes it very hard for people who enjoyed the first film to enjoy this film. This film started production only 6 months after the previous film started production, meaning that the production team didn't have time to figure out what they did wrong with the first film. Due to the commercial success of the franchise, it was a completely obvious choice to do a second Planes film. Dusty takes a long time to admit that there is something wrong with his gearbox. The first film was a race film, while this film is an action disaster film. The genre shift was intentional, but it resulted in a significant shift of the theme, just like with the first and second Cars films, where Cars 2 was received very negatively. Dusty decides to become a firefighter because he felt responsible for starting the fire that caused Prop Wash Junction to lose its license, and because he doesn't want to return to his old job as a crop duster. If Dusty doesn't succeed, then his hometown will permanently lose its airport license. All of the characters from the first film were completely wasted. Dusty has to sacrifice himself to save Harvey and Winnie, not knowing if he will survive. It sure is convenient that Maru repaired Dusty's gearbox without Dusty even knowing about it. This movie differs very widely from the first film, as many important characters are dropped. Dusty has gone from underconfident to overconfident, and the fact that he isn't designed for racing is now important. Crop dusters were actually used in aerial firefighting in the 1950s, and the production team intentionally incorporated that into the story. Dusty has to stop racing because of his gearbox. Prop Wash Junction loses its operating license. Dusty decides to become a firefighter to save the town and not go back to crop dusting, except being a firefighter is very hard on the gearbox, just like racing.